Cool. Right.
Yeah, look, she's saying she wants to go on an investigation. Look,
Who is?
Ghost said she wanted to go on an investigation.
Oh, if you could. Provided you don't crap everywhere, that'd be good. Yeah, like your computer restoring the factory settings. That'd be good. If you could do that, if you're going to be reborn, and I can't remember what the name of that film is. There was a really good film I watched about it, about a set group who they're reborn loads and loads and loads of times, and they get to a certain age, and then bang, they remember, and they're like, and then they meet up after they've remembered who they are. They all meet up, and they're like, all right, and there's sort of like some secret knights society or something like that. That'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. But
I think there's a program on one of the social streams. I don't know whether it's Netflix or Amazon Prime. Ghost in Our Child. That's quite an interesting show.
We've done shows about it before. There was an Indian girl who kept saying to her parents, "You're not my parents." I think she was like 4 or 5 years old. And eventually they took her seriously, and she took them to this village the other side of India, took them to a river and said, I died. You know the one, I died there, and pointed out where she died, took them to where she used to live and her parents' house and everything. And now they're all saying, yeah, definitely.
The one that sticks in my mind. Say that again?
I was just agreeing with Annette there. I don't want to come back. I'd like that choice. I'd like a choice, and I'd like to take the role. I'd like to play a role in something,
Yeah, I mean, the one that sticks in my mind is a little boy that would describe him when he was old, looking out a window over the beach, and a plane coming into land over the beach. And it turns out that it was a Scottish island. Literally, he lived in the middle of nowhere. And the scientist that was looking into this claim actually took him to this island. Yeah. And it was literally, just as he said, the plane landed over the beach. He pointed out the house where he used to live. He pointed out the church he used to go to. All that sort of stuff. And I think that's quite amazing.
Yeah, things like that. There's definitely something in it. Have you ever been really, really scared, and what happened? I don't think I have. I've been angry. I've been annoyed. I remember I got scratched from my back. Kerry was there. I got scratched from my back once, and that pissed me right off. There was these two weird black orbs that we kept seeing spiraling, and we had an EMF pump. That was at the dried ducking pond. It was built over, the buildings were built over which is ducking pond. And down in the bottom, every room we went to, we saw these two black orbs that were just every photo. And we checked all the cameras, there was nothing on the lenses, nothing, and there's these two black orbs. And we put an EMF pump in down the bottom. And the room where it was, I think it's just toilets. And these things were, you could see them spiraling. And I was filming, and I got scratched on my back. And I didn't notice to start off with, and it just felt hot. And what's going on with my back? I think it was Kerry had a look, and she said, you got 3 scratch marks on your back. I was so annoyed. I've never been scared on things. I've been apprehensive in a couple of places, but I've never been scared. You can't, to be honest, I don't think you can really be a good paranormal investigator if you're going to be scared all the time. Because there's no point in investigating something.
No, that's right.
Oh, and the other thing.
You get.
I was going to say
the other investigators, they literally hear something and then they run away, or they leave the room, and it's like, well, hang on a minute, investigate it, at least find out what it was.
The one thing that gets me with particular TV investigators, all I'll say is he's about that big and wears a baseball cap down over here somewhere. And he's very arrogant when it comes to spirits, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Really don't. When you go into a place and you're like, you will do this, you will talk to me, I'm here, blah. they're just looking at you going, jog on, mate. You know? And, nah, that's not how you do investigations, or that's not how you should do investigations. You shouldn't do that at all.
No, that's it. Well, Trish wants to know, what age did you start seeing things?
I've never seen things, but I love Star Wars, so I'll say I'm force sensitive. I can go to a place and I can tell you if there's something there, and I can tell you if it's good or bad. Can't tell you if it's male, female, age, nothing else. But my daughters, their grandmother, great grandmother on their mum's side, she was, I think she was a white witch, and it skipped down to those two, and they're both gifted. Taylor's gifted quite strongly. It's like when my dad passed, there's been a couple of times in my life when I've been very, very low, and I felt him there, and it's almost felt like he's going, oh, Jesus, and put his arm around me, and I felt it. Can't see him, can't hear him, but I can smell things. Like he used to go to tobacconists, and he'd had tobacco made specially for him, and it was a peculiar smell. No, it wasn't wacky, and you could smell it. It's twice I've smelt it, and I've known he's been around. And that was about, I'd say, starting to sense things happen 7, 8 years old, something like that. Started like that. You just sense things kicking off. And one day I'm going to write a book about the stuff that's happened in my life. Okay. You'd be quite surprised, actually. There was a big event when I was young that kicked it off, but it's not for the radio show. But yeah.
Okay. So we just had to buy the book.
I've never told. It's never been made public. When I was little, next door neighbours died, both of them. Guy at the road bought the. It was like 2 very old cottages. Bought the house, and then he gutted it, and then he took the foundations out and redid it. As soon as he took the foundations out, all hell broke loose, and all the windows on the house got smashed, all the windows on our house got smashed, and it ended up with our house being set on fire. We had vicars round, cannons round, everything, and they blessed everything, and they did the hands on me and everything like that, and things were happening when I was at school or when we weren't even in the house, and it was that's what started me off sensing things. And I think I was about 7 or 8, something like that. I don't remember too much about it. I just remember it wasn't nice.
Have you ever explored your that aspect of yourself with the feeling of spirit to progress it to seeing or hearing?
I don't know how to. I do use.
That's why you get a teacher.
Yeah, but up here, I use, like I say, I use chi a lot, and I've actually found a way to incorporate martial arts chi into investigations, and I use it for protection and for protecting everybody else. My own things that I've developed, which again I'm not going to talk about because it's my thing. But I do use chi to. You've seen me do it. I use chi to do protection.
Oh yeah.
And it seems to work. So. As to whether I can have my third eye opened, I don't know. If I found somebody because I'm very skeptical about people who claim they can do this, that, and the other. And there's only a handful of people that I know. In fact, one of them's there's 2 in the chat room tonight that I know can do stuff like that. So when there's Kerry and there's Viv, I don't know about the others, but Kerry and Viv are 2 of the ones that I can say, I know what they're talking about. But I don't like charlatans, and I think that's a brilliant word, charlatan. I don't like charlatans. I've had it a couple of times when people have found out, like me son died and everything, and they've come up to me at a couple of investigations and gone, oh yeah, he's this and he's that and he's this and he's that, and they were talking about his little 5-year-old, and he wasn't 5 years old at all. He was a lot older than that, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, I had that sort of today on Instagram. Someone just messaged me out of the blue. God knows who it was. And they just said, I was perusing through the profiles, and I felt a distance on yours. So if you want some cleansing, I'm qualified to do it. I think if I'd replied, they would have charged me like £45,000 or something. But yeah, via the African prince, you know.
And they send you a link to their OnlyFans bio.
Yeah, probably. I didn't get that far. I just deleted it. I was like, the only dark presence I've got is before I turn the light on, you know.
I've got one for you. You know, with the Queen passing and everything like that. Huff Paranormal.
Yeah.
What do you make of that crap?
I've kept out of it. At the end of the day, if that's what they want to do, that's what they're going to do, innit? We don't have to agree with it. I'd personally just let it rest. But who's to say 50, 60 years down the line, you're going to get investigators doing it anyway, ain't you? If it is genuinely her spirit, come forward.
I hardly think that the day she passes, she's going, "Oh, hello, Mr. Huff." But I won't.
No, I think I don't buy into all that.
I've seen too many electronic gadgets that can have the voices altered and stuff, and I've seen it done. So, no.
Yeah, but I've not actually seen any footage of it anyway. I've just heard through the socials.
I watched a bit of it and
keep going.
Yeah,
I won't even entertain it.
It's the same as I've noticed that he does it every time somebody famous dies. Every time someone famous dies, he does it, and it's just like, mate.
But then it gets him noticed, doesn't it? And that's what I think what it is.
It's the only reason he does it.
Wants 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, I don't know.
But then didn't Sally Morgan, didn't she do that sort of thing with Diana? I mean, okay, maybe not straight away, but after a few weeks.
Yeah, I'm sure because there was a big hoo-ha about it, wasn't there?
And yeah, but I mean, look at her. I mean, you know. So people are going to do it. It's just down to the individual whether you want to accept it or not. Personally, exactly. I mean, I'm going down to the funeral. I'm going to the funeral on Monday. I might be working it.
Oh, okay. All right.
With St. John.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because the Queen was the patron of St. John, and now she's passed. We get to make sure the crowd's all safe.
Okay, that's cool. Well, I will.
Yeah, so
I won't do my own personal thoughts and rants about Huff Paranormal. I will leave that to another time. I've already done it anyway.
Leave it to your show.
What I was going to say is, I think to get famous in this stuff, if you want to get famous through media, you've got to do a rip snorter of a TV show. I think there's so many out there that are just so alike. It's hard to.
Yeah.
We never did our show with the Humvee going up and down America, or going in a Humvee, mobile home, driving, one of those things. What do you call that?
That's because a Humvee, isn't it? The Winnebago.
No. That's it, Winnebago. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we never got around to doing that. But then no big Hollywood directors.
I think
so if they are watching out there, you know, we want to. Yeah. I'm sure Kerry will point out the show somewhere. Yeah.
But there may be a show somewhere like it,
Amazon Prime.
None of them have got this gob on it doing it, so that's what's missing, you see.
No, that's it.
You never know what's going to come out with next.
Well, I mean, there was enough of us to do like 4 Winnebagos in a row and convoy.
Yeah. Can you imagine that though? Like a load of English guys just descend on America and go, fucking hell. You know?
Yeah, and then you come out your Winnebago, hey up, where's the tea?
Who fancies a brew? Dear.
Yeah, that'd be quite awesome, that. Yeah.
Because I want to do...
Right, we've spoken... Yeah, well, we've spoken about your UFO and ghost hunting. You just mentioned Bigfoot. Are you going to go looking for Bigfoot next?
I'd actually like to